Hello guys, I'd like to welcome you back to another video. This is going to be a pretty awesome video because I'm proposing a project idea to you, and this is also going to be like a test video for my new camera. I am shooting in 4K now. All the videos that I put out from here on out will be in 4K and a lot better photos and stuff, so pretty excited about this. In this video I'm going to be showing you all the air dry sculptures that I made back in 2009, starting with this guy right here. This is probably the heaviest one I made. It kind of reminds me of Cubert. I don't know if y'all ever played that game. It's like a little pyramid, and you had to. There's this little guy like this, and he hopped up and down on these little squares and stuff. Yeah, and he'd always jump the wrong way. That's kind of what I was thinking when I made this thing. But like I said, it's one of the biggest ones I made. See how thick this clay is right here? So it's like really, really heavy. These things are very brittle. Like I wouldn't try to even ship this to anybody, or so if you are going to, maybe if I do this project and you decide to use air dry clay, it's more for like a personal thing. You can just keep it for yourself or maybe for a friend. Next up, I got this lizard looking thing here, and this is actually the first sculpture I've ever made. I did another video on this, but it was a really poor quality. But this is, I don't know, I went to buy some pencils and I bought some clay too, and I was just playing around with it and I just immediately fell in love with sculpting. It's very simple in design, hollow like the others, and that was the first one, and then I was hooked immediately after that. Like I could show y'all how to make this and get me a little box of air dry clay and do a little project and show you how if I can remember, this is like the roots, literally the roots of my sculpting when I first started. I had not a clue what was going on. I pretty much still don't to this day. Okay, we got this guy right here, which I'm not too fond of this one. This is natural color of the clay. I didn't paint this one at all. Well, I painted the eyes and I sealed it, but I left this color because it was an alien. I thought that would be a cool color. I don't remember what color this is. I think it's just like a gray. They have a terracotta and then a gray like this. But I don't know, I was just, experimenting and trying out different things, different characters. You can see how this is hollow, just like the others. And I'll show you how I did this and how I emptied all these. That's if y'all want to see that, because this is a Polymer Clay channel, and these are air dry clay, which is completely a whole nother thing. I just thought if I did a project like this, it would give me an opportunity to talk about the two clays and kind of compare them a little bit. But anyhow, moving on. Let me go ahead and turn this guy all the way around so you can see. I try to do like a spine, little knobby things, and his head's so smooth, like mine, it's all bald. Okay, we got another green guy right here. This one's pretty big. It's the biggest air dry sculpture I've made. This was really cool. This is a moment when I made this, I was like, wow. I had that where I realized you can do anything with clay. If you look at this, when I first started sculpting, I basically was doing two-dimensional sculpting on a three-dimensional object. I don't know if that makes sense, but this is like basically a stump with the face carved into it, and I made the illusion like there's a chest here and the collarbones and everything, but it's really not much definition as far as actual sculpting. And I did a lot of faux painting to try to play it off like it looked like it was supposed to be. Like right here, there's just a few nubs there, and once again, the faux painting kind of make it look like it was, you know, like I had something going on here. This is mainly because back in the day, back when I first started sculpting, I didn't know how to do like proportions and the anatomy and stuff like that, and this was just my way of doing it. And this is the first frog I did. He is very skinny, and he looks really weird. If Kermit the Frog and like Gumby had a baby, this is what it would do. He's just so narrow and skinny. Yeah, he's so skinny. He's just looking for a fly. And then I did this frog. This one's not so skinny. Kind of a chunky monkey. Kind of weird looking. How's that for weird, huh? I'm kind of breaking a rule here. I got the light behind the frog instead of in front of it, which is not, you know, the best way to go about doing it. Yeah, so that was the second frog I made, and then I made another one. These are all air dry clay. This one, he's a nice little balanced. I'm not too fat, I'm not too skinny. Perfect kind of frog, I guess. Here, you can check them out. A little close up here. Here they are, all three together. I also made this here tick. I was just kind of joking around. I was like, I'm gonna make a tick, and I made a little piece of flesh, and it's basically just a rolled up ball, and I put it on there, and it kind of made it, put some details in there to where it looked somewhat real. And someone asked me, like, why would you make a tick? And they're horrible creatures, this, that, and the other. And what I wanted to say to that was, I mean, you can't see them this big in real life unless it's, you know, in the armpit of a lion or something like that. But this could be like a good prop for like a veterinarian or something. It shows that, you know, the skin agitated and stuff, and you can see like the veins. Like this is supposed to be enlarged skin, like a magnified vision of a tick embedded into a piece of flesh. I thought it'd be like an educational thing. Like any veterinarian would probably want that on their desk. I don't know. It was just something kind of fun to do, and it's air dry clay, so very brittle. But this is it. This is all the things I made with the air dry clay. Let me know what you think. Would you like to see a little project where I just make something simple, get a little, you know, 10-pound box of air dry clay and make something for you guys? Just let me know in the comments, and like what out of these things you've seen, like what would you like to see? You know, just let me know. This way I can talk a little bit more about air dry clay during the project, and maybe kind of get people to see the differences and stuff like that. But anyhow, I really appreciate you for taking the time to watch this. It means a lot. Let me know what you think about everything, and I will see you here again soon. Thank you so much for watching.